Oh man, I think I was like making a noise when I pressed the go live button. It's not a press and it's not a button. It's like multiple clicks on OBS. I'm sure you were interested in learning that, or you already knew it. Either way, this is all a bunch of nonsense. But we're good to start our next set of guns. Well, we already beat caves, I believe. Hardcore. There it is. I wish we could like label the game saves. You know what I mean? That'd be really nice. Make sure I unmuted my mic. Always my biggest fear is that my mic is unmuted, or it is muted. Sorry. Yo, what's up? What's up, Connor? Not much, just getting the nonsense out of the way. Man, we still have kind of a messy loadout here. We don't even have an old ass wheel. I know you're not supposed to curse in like the first minute on YouTube, but it's fine. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But what we're doing is hardcore. We did beat. Yeah. We beat caves, or else we wouldn't have all this stuff going on. What's up, Player 2? My man, some random fan game Sulfur made Coop mode. It the mod. I have heard of the multiplayer mod for Sulfur, but I think it's only on Nexus, and I don't have the intelligence to get those mods going. I know you're not lying. What's up, Eddie-san? How you doing? That name is sick. That's just fun to say. Okay, so what oils? I feel like we can already put an oil or two. If we put an oil or two on the Fisk, which I kind of want slow punch on it because of the durability not being super high. We have 2 glass cannons and no slow punch. That's just perfect. That is wonderful. I mean, we could hit a chain lightning gun early. It is really good for assault rifles. I love using it on the catacoil, but maybe I should not be using it on the cat. Let's do it. Because I always use it on the catacoil, and maybe this time on a hardcore save, I'll mix things up a little bit. What's up, Zatura? But yeah, I wanted to stream a little early because I have had some European folks be like, hey, I can never join your streams because they're like way in the day for me. I know it's only a couple hours earlier than I normally would, and it would have been even earlier, but I ran into some issues, and I also couldn't stop myself from editing because I really want to get the next video out because it feels like it's been a while, but then it's just a whole can of worms. Just lost my current soul flock attempt, and man, it hurts. Mr. T-Rex, I am so sorry to hear that. I read all information is required Steam. This game is one of the roguelike games in a while. This and Gunfire Reborn are so fun. Gunfire Reborn was awesome. If you haven't tried RoboQuest, I would say that's even better than Gunfire Reborn. At least, the gameplay, I think. Because Gunfire Reborn is great, but it's a little too slow for me. I mean, I love it. Comparatively to RoboQuest, though, I love the mobility of that game. I've submitted a build for GBB3. Wait, Zatura did? Oh, man. We got freaking this perfect random artist submitting builds. That's incredible. How's it going today, homie and everyone? What's up, C4 Medic 4? But yeah, I want to do that, and then also, I wanted to do a stream. Let's get a Sulfur. No, I don't even know why I shouldn't have grabbed that. I want to do a stream up until the submission deadline to remind people to submit to the Gun Build Battle 3. Man, my brain is like, it's shot. If you've ever spent all morning editing, your brain just goes to shit. Okay, we're just wasting folks here. And we are doing Flicker Sniper Supremacy, even though it's explosive, which is not what I would do on a normal Flicker Sniper, but it's kind of cool watching them just dissolve every time we shoot them. Yeah, RoboQuest with good shout out, played on Game Pass. Yeah, that game is awesome. I played the crap out of that the first time I got my hands on it. I loved it. To me, it was like Borderlands roguelite, but not Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which I really... Oh, man, I missed my ass wheel. I really liked Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but the roguelite mode was uninspired. It was good, but it was bad. You hear about Mouse PI for hire sale, 20%, right? Yeah, but I can't be spending any money. I just spent another $170 at the vet yesterday for my dog because she has an infection in her nose and it's not going away, so we had to take her to the vet again, and I can't justify any sale. Even if it was 90% off, there's no way. I'm pretty much sulfing for a while for a good bit. Unless Dev wants to give me a game, then sure, I could do that. But I can't pay for one. This Sulfur game getting updates is keeping guns and builds fresh. Yeah, they've been... since the start of Early Access, we have gotten a bunch of updates. Usually it's one a month, but it's not. That's not a set rule. We've had a couple of times where we had to wait a couple of months. And sometimes, like, 2 within a month. I think there was once that happened, but I can't give exact details. But don't worry, they will end July. I mean, with the amount her medicine costs, I don't know. It's... Honestly, I got to figure something out. But... whoever wins the gun build battle won't have to figure shit out because the prize is, I think, higher than last time. I don't remember the exact prize last time we did it. Honestly, what was overdose? That recoil? No, max durability. Damn. Yeah, 3,000's not amazing, but I wouldn't... Honestly, maybe we could do... No, it's got 800 durability, but it is a sniper, so we don't have to shoot as much to get shit done with this thing. I really want a katana. I mean, I love the bow staff, but not on normal runs. I like it for endless. How? How did that not blow his mask up? What? Oh, sorry about your dog. No, she's okay, but like, as dogs get older, you know, they start needing more and more, you know, visits to the vet. And it's usually not good news. But she's still doing well. It's just now we have to buy a bunch of medicine and shit. Have you put new oil and scroll builds out? So I haven't made a sulfur video in, oh gosh, in quite like a long time for me. I'm just going to let us burn. We're just going to burn a little bit. But that's because I wanted to start streaming more and because I miss streaming. And then also that Washington Prime came out and then I actually did I filmed the Sulfur collab with somebody, so that's coming. That'll be not the next video, but the one after it. I finally got my wish come true. Somebody wanted to do a collab with me, and I don't know if I should say, like, who it is or not, but they're cooler than me. Like, I could say that. So we did that, and that took, like, 4 hours to film all that. And then, because it took 4 hours, it took a while to get, like, the first edit done. And then once I did the first edit, I was like, I'm gonna wait to touch this and finish the next weapon portfolio, because I've been working on that for way too long. But I might have that out tomorrow, and that has a gun build in it. Obviously, I want to do a gun build for all of those. I think you mentioned it was 125 the last time, and I heard you talk about it, but I may be behind. It's at least 225 now. At least, but I haven't checked. I have been so busy, it's been hard to pull away and do anything. Plus, at this point, we're a couple hours away, so I could have probably checked like yesterday or something, and I'm just like, might as well wait and see. I'll probably check the exact amount. I mean, I will for sure check the exact amount the day of. Like, that would be really stupid not to. I should have put this extra pizza away in a chest. Did I hear a guy? Oh, I did. So we're gonna... This Flicker and Fisk, I think, might be our fastest run out of all the weapons in the game. Honestly, we don't need this right now. I'm gonna pull this up here so we can buy us... This is tough. This is actually a bit of a thinker. Do we need the broth? I don't think so. But I'd rather hold out for some sugar and make some sugar water. We're going to take these. We're going to throw them out. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. He doesn't have cacao. He never has cacao when I need him to. So that actually is not good. Not good at all. If anything, I am now really regretting not putting that pizza away. So we have everything but the cacao. We are in town where there, I think, has the highest drop rate is town. But we do need to pick that stuff back up. Sorry, big guy. We're missing some health, whatever. That's not an important heal, but it is a heal. So, god damn it. Let's see. Put this here, and then we can grab that. And now our inventory's full until we find that damn cacao, which is right here. Oh, bolognese? Come on, dog. That's a good heal. I mean, it's better than what we had, for sure. And then cordon bleu. We're getting so many, like, full meals right now. This is ridiculous. I'm not dealing with no ghosts. Don't need to, but I'm not afraid of any ghosts. Let's make that clear. But I'm still confused. What is character look like when we on multiplayer like 3D or 2D like NPC? Well, we won't know until they do it. I'm just hoping we can see our clothes. Hello, hello. How many submissions are there for the build battle? What is up? I actually don't know. I was just saying I didn't want to check anything with that until after. Wow, we gotta grab the herbs, man. This is brutal. We gotta grab the herbs. As much pizza as we can get. If we can get an entire storage full of pizza, we'll be fine. We don't even have to make mud cakes anymore at that point. If we can get like 15 pizzas, I think we're set for the remainder of every gun. But 15 is kind of steep. I mean, that's optimistic. But Ghostbuster ref, huh? Well, you gotta love the classics, right? At least the first and second one. I thought the one in the snow was all right. The winter one, the one with Finn from Stranger Things, that one was okay. But I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but the ending was stupid. But the rest of it was all right. I didn't watch the all-female reboot because I don't know. Those movies are weird. Where they reboot the entire like group of characters, I'm never about that. I don't care what the basis is. I just, it's not enough to get me to watch. You see your player is 3D hand model. But yeah, no, I haven't checked the exact count. I'm hoping it's not too much because I haven't done that. That means I haven't like gotten in game and built anything out yet. Oh, cereal. So, I mean, it would be great if it's a lot. But at the same time, that means I got a whole bunch to do. I fell for the trick again. I fell for this the first time they added it. How did I do that? I could save a little bit of... I'm just afraid of eating that. That's 500 bones right there. And we're actually on a vendor streak. I think, what are we, Town 3? And we've seen 2 vendors? Like, that's a record for me, it feels like. And no cacao. How you gonna get herbs but not cacao? Did we come from this way? Yes, we did. How did I... Whoa. Missed this just flat out. Some beans? I'll take some beans. That's dungeon living right there, honey. Hello. Hello, air. How much did I miss? Just to Town 3, and I am sorry for not... I did not try on that British accent, did I? That was embarrassing. What is that? What is that? Pancakes? How are we going to have multiple variations of pancakes and no waffles? Are there? No, there's no waffles. We got buttermilk pancakes. Is that controversial? I feel like they're picking a side. I prefer pancakes because I feel like I could do more with them easier. Yeah, we have another vendor. This is kind of fucking crazy. I feel like I'm always complaining that I never come across vendors, and here we are. We're going to sell that. I don't think there's anything else I want to sell at the moment, but I will take this, and we don't have laser sights on. Oh, we don't have it on the Flicker. We'll do that. Sure, why not? Actually, that fits really well with that chrome look on here. About as good as Austrian as me would have done it. Oh, wait, are you Austrian? Because that's fucking sick. The only Austrian I can think of is the obvious one. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to bother you with that. Oh, shit. Nice. Oh, wait. This is why we didn't put it in here. Well, we could do this. At least get a knee pad going. We only really need the oxygen tank for sewers, so... But running around with a full pizza feels really reckless. And we might have to start doing some quests, and that sounds even more reckless. We have a full amulet, because we just finished Austrian Painter mentioned. That's crazy. That's crazy to follow up with that, dog. Now, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about fucking, God damn it, Zatura. I was talking about the Terminator, bro. You're crazy, dude. Bro knows I love art. Oh, shit. I do. I'm one of those people who can't draw for shit. But every time I see art, it just, like, blows my mind. And my wife could draw. So, like, that's nice. She never has the time to do it. But I'm glad I married someone with any level of talent that can hopefully teach my kid. Because I can't do it. Who? Kaiser Franz Josef? I don't know who that is. You guys are throwing me for some curveballs here, man. I was talking about the Terminator, dude. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You ever heard of him? Are you familiar? We could grab that and make some Yule Must. I like making Yule Must, but I feel like I always forget to use the shit, dude. I don't know what that's about. Oh. But yeah, it's been a long morning, man. I've been spending all morning just editing and just... Ooh. Wait, sometimes Stiff Leg wants these, and it's like an easy 5 stamps. We should probably grab this. Sure, I don't think we're missing any health. Oh, Stiff Leg wants one. Let's go! That's an easy 5 stamps, baby. Best I can do is teach your kids about guns and sulfur. Well, I got the sulfur thing locked down. Don't worry about that. Although, like, by the time he's playing games, I don't know. Is sulfur still going to be hot? Can we keep the trajectory going? Is it going to be in 1.0? Yeah, good old Arnie. He's the best. He's maybe, like, the only person to go from actor to politician, then back to actor, and people didn't hate him. I'm not saying anything about his politics or anything like that. It's just like that always happens. People are like, who the fuck do you think you are? And then, like, you know what I mean? He's the only one who's successfully transitioned back into actor. And I respect him for that alone. I don't know anything about what he did as his time as governor, but he probably didn't like it. You could do everything if you have motivation. Well, I think time is a big factor as well. You know, time plays a big role. Or else I'd have that fucking video done. It's been like 2 weeks since I've made a video, which is crazy for me. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. And I started to feel guilty because I'm like, shit, dude. There's gotta be something else I could not be doing. I don't need to be playing Cozy Caravan on my phone right now. But yet I'm gonna, because that game is actually kind of hype. I know I saw a sniper back there. Something hit these boys. I want to loot. No, we need to loot. We need to find cacao like bad. We're losing so much inventory space. I'm also forgetting to use this thing for general combat, and that feels a little silly. Okay, there you go. I kept missing. We can grab this spice mix for tacos, but I'd rather hold on to those sunglasses. Another scroll of embers. Oh boy. This is where decisions are made. That is a great scroll. You got Holy Fire. We can make another explosive build down the line. We're not really taking any damage because our guns are really good. The Flicker is good. It's a utility gun, but it's also good. I just mentioned I don't make Yule Must. I always say I'm going to make Yule Must. Wait. -2 spread. Loss of focus is kind of OP, isn't it? Fuck it. I want to keep the beans, baby. Wait, do we have Sulfur video about reference in the game? I've thought about doing that, and I actually started writing down a bunch of the references, but if you ever, like, start to do a video like that, it becomes overwhelming very fast. Like, almost every, like, it would have to be one of those, you know those dumbass videos where they're like, well, not dumbass, but, like, they're all pretty much the same, where it's like 1,000 Mario facts to fall asleep to or whatever, you just throw it on. It would have to be like that. Almost every item is a reference. If I was to just go through the inventory, we'd probably find 15 fucking things. It's crazy. I can imagine you teach your kid, yeah, you can shoot the unarmed child. You don't know if he's got a gun behind his back. We have to stay vigilant. They're in the same place we are. And I don't think the father has a clean track record. There, I said it. He seems a little sus. Mans is up to something. This means now that we got the freaking sunglasses, if we don't see Stiff Leg here, we may have to run through sewers kind of quick and then teleport back to the church just to get that out of our inventory. Okay, well, that's fucked up. I know to clear corners, and I just didn't do it. I'm going to shoot you with this one, just because. Honestly, it's a sniper, but it kind of works even better up close. What the dude? Bro lost his mask and then, like, not only did he keep going, which is annoying, and I think it looks funny as hell, but he also followed me around the corner. Bro, that's cheating. At that point, it's not a bug. You're cheating. That's crazy. That's a crazy play. Uh-oh. I forgot which way we came from. This isn't looking good. Okay, yeah, this is the wrong way. I could drop something real quick and eat that cereal, because cereal's shit, and I don't want it in my inventory. Me. His childhood was messed up from his father. His father preferred his big bro. He was mocked and called Goldilocks at school, and most important, he actually earned his millions and wasn't born to wealth. Are you talking about my guy Arnie? So he's that like successful nerd to hunk story that we all love to hear. I mean, what's his name? Kumail Nanjiani. He did that too. He went from nerd to hunk, and then people shit on him. But if you watch his stand-up, he defends himself pretty well. And I still think he can be funny with the right, work. I thought he was great in the Fallout TV show, personally. Do you think backpacks would be trash in this game? Would probably have to be some trade-off. I don't think they would be trash, but I don't know if we need them. And also at the same time, we have all this open space. So, yeah, they could easily put a backpack in here or even just expand the inventory. But personally, I don't think the inventory is so bad that it's, hard to manage. I have a decent time with it. It also gets outdated pretty fast. There is this hotel at the Worthersea where Chuck Norris would regularly swing by, and I think some other big actors hit up that place from time to time. And that's in the Austria? That's in Austria? I forgot for a second, dude. All I find is Crowbar is referenced in Half-Life game. I'm sure everyone knows it. I mean, like I said, if we... I don't know. An assault rifle developed for amphibious operations. The Fisk is entirely watertight. Okay, so I'm not backing up my claim here very well, am I? But we don't have a starred witness on us, man. What does the SULFUR say? Unfathomably fly sneak sporting bat wings. Well, technically, the SULFUR is a reference to sulfur. Gotcha. Boom. We found one. Falling down into the references in SULFUR rabbit hole, it's probably very deep. It really is. It really is. And then there's stuff that you don't even know are a reference. Like the, I'm not saying you guys don't know this, but I didn't know. Damn, I was trying to think of it. The famous painting is a reference to some anime or some shit. I saw on the SULFUR subreddit, a year ago, somebody had mentioned that. And I remember because I was like, really? That's a reference to a anime? I think it was an anime, but then someone was like, but it's also a reference to this. And that's another thing, is a lot of things are references to more than one thing. Especially the guns, they'll just mash up two guns. The Hellenbach has a long, discussed argument on what that is a reference to. Lots of people think Devil May Cry, and then lots of people think some anime that I don't remember the name of because I've not seen it. But I'm sure someone else knows it. I mean, Zatura made the damn gun. He could probably just tell us exactly what it's a reference to. But I doubt he'll do it. He wants us to suffer. Too sad don't have anyone made this content. Half-Life. Well, I believe there's a shit ton of Half-Life content creators. I don't know if they're still going. But there has been a bunch. They need to add an MF Doom reference. Well, they do. They have the Star and Witness, which is an MF Doom reference. So there's one. And there might be more. Hellenbach is obvious, and I hate to say it again. What obvious to what? Which one is it? I don't remember. I'm mostly just trying to get you to say the name of the freaking anime, dude. I'm not a big anime guy. I've watched a few, and I like them, but I don't go out of my way for them. Fill the empty space with a useless health panel with fake stats like heart rate, blood pressure, muscle mass, bone density, brain integrity, and adrenaline levels, which have no impact. That would be hilarious. And probably a reference to other survival games, which this is not a survival game. No fucking way is that. Star Witness? Yeah, it's, you sit in a courtroom and be your own star witness, Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. What is that? Rap Snitches Knitches? You know the song? It's a reference to that. I actually confirmed it with Sklet and Anton when the first interview I had with them. So, yeah, there's the one. There could be more. They don't ever tell us what the references are, and if you bring them up to them, if you ever talk to them or do a live Q&A and you're there, they won't directly be like, yeah, that is a reference to that. And there could be multiple reasons for that. That could be for lawsuits. That could be for they think it's more fun if we figure it out. We probably should grab this and sell it. Yeah. But what is this? Ooh, Judgment's not bad, though. God damn it. I don't want to waste anything. We have plenty of sodas, I guess. We need cacao. This is crazy. D-Hell is a reference to DHL, the shipping company, in case it wasn't obvious enough. That one's right there. I was just about to quote the line. Yeah, Hellsing is probably another possibility for Hellenbach. Oh, Hellsing, that's the anime. Is that an anime or a manga? That's the other one. Is it really sit in the court and be their own star witness? Yeah, that's what it is. And he confirmed it. I haven't listened to Food in a long time, but it is a great album. That's usually the one that gets people into them, too. Into him, sorry. I mean, there's a lot of guest appearances on that album, but that is how it kind of goes with every rap album, so. I hope they have beta build gun, not use the money. Copy the gun. Beta build gun. We don't build beta guns around here, okay? These are big hitters. Never. Okay, let's see. If we get another scroll, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, it's a green tunic. I'm fine with that because we don't have the inventory space. And back at the church, it's even worse. All the chests are full. All 2 of them. We just need a cacao to get rid of this crap in our inventory, or at this point I may have to just sell it. But I don't want to, because I have plans. Whoa! Big guy? Jeez Louise, that was horrifying. 10 out of 10 game, 100%. I think at this point we can all agree. I think how you rate a game is off of, for me, and this is some pussy shit, don't get me wrong. Dude, you better have cacao this time. You can't go 2 times with no cacao. Is if you have a goal in mind, and you reach that goal, and it's clear that what the game designers wanted to do is in the game, if that makes sense. Like, it's a fully finished, realized vision. That is a 10 out of 10 game for me. Even if I don't like it. So maybe not for me, but it is a 10 out of 10 game. I played games that I'm like, I see where they're going for. It's not my 3 cereals and no cacao. This is... 2 sodas is nice. I'll take the 2 sodas, but this is getting fucking ridiculous. This is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you can be like, yeah, this is very clear what they wanted to do with this game, and I can respect that. And I think we are playing what Sklet and Anton wanted us to play. Well, the whole team, really, sorry. I don't mean to just box everybody else out. That's fucking rude. Got a, Zatura, dude. About the Zatura, guys. Yo, how are you? Greetings from Argentina. I watch your channel almost every day to find more and more interesting stuff in SULFUR. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support from all you guys. That's sick. And also, Argentina, that's even sicker, dude. That's cool. I don't know shit about Argentina. I think I was listening to a podcast today where I found out, I think the tango comes from Argentina, the dance, which that's kind of cool. Gonna make some cacao from another Austrian thing. Manor, which is a place like how Champagne got its name from the Champagne region. I did not know that. Dude, there's a lot going on in Austria. I should know more. Yo, homie dot, what's up? Can't wait for the gun build battle stream on the 30th. My friend is in it. He plays the game almost every day. How are you, though? Oh, what's your buddy's handle? I want to remember when I see it, like, hey, it's freaking Anthony's buddy. What creature? Wait, that creatures can kill? Why in Maze is not? Because we killed one of the cloner enemy mutations. They should make a gun called the False Shepherd with a description, a real homie. No, all I want is just another pair of sulfurs. That's it. If they can do that, I'm more than fine. On my hardcore save, all right? I'm worried we're not going to see another one. Like, saves that I actually care about, I don't see sulfurs. I will forever be sad that my idea for them to make it so you can craft 4 pieces of skin into 4 skin and then use spice to make onion rings will never be out of this game. I mean, why not, though? Make it a Steam exclusive. The rest of the shit on Steam, dude, what did we look up last time? Milky Delivery? Come on. We'll be fine. Correction of previous message. Manor was a Vienna guy who invented, according to this tin, cacao. Now, do Vienna sausages come from Vienna? Because those are gross. At least the ones in the can, they're fucking gross. Wait, the next plan, SULFUR update is improved gameplay or the art. I do enjoy it. No one knows what the next update is. We never get any kind of insight or hints or anything. They just kind of happen. We have to assume it's mostly going to be like bug fixes, couple mechanics, implementations. Like, they're trying to get it ready for console. So basically, console is going to get spoiled right away. They're going to have the experience that we've been building up to right off the rip, I assume, because the best guess would be console and multiplayer all come at 1.0. You know, if we're playing the betting game here, that's what I would think. I do enjoy this game. This game is fantastic. In 1898, jeez. The gun building is the best part. Kelly Thrice, I agree. I still love gun building, and I still love thinking about what I'm... That's why I have all of my storage is full. Because I'm still thinking of what I want to do with all these. Update jump scare, pretty much. What's up, homies? How many of y'all playing right now, too? Oh, me. This is... What's up, Cortos? I'm just playing around. That is an insane recipe. It is crazy. I love it, but I can see why they don't want to do it. Wait, we got to get one of these. We have to Flicker spill some blood here. You know, we don't want to play favorites, even though we could easily just run. Does he have rockets? It's like full-blown rockets. We can easily just run this game with the Fisk. We don't need to pull out the Flicker. It's not important. What we need, and what is important, is some fucking cacao, man. I'm getting a little upset here. I don't think I've ever had this poor of luck 2 times with Mr. Chef Grossberg and no cacao. Now, honestly, with how full this is, I don't even think we're going to run... sewers. I almost never teleport back after, but I think we may skip that, you know, not skip sewers and go back to the church, give these sunglasses to Stiff Leg and see what he needs, because we need more storage. And if we can get more storage, the next time we run sewers, we can do, we can get the fridge, hopefully. Oh, damn. See, I wouldn't mind holding on to that. I love some melee runs. In Austria, we call those Frankfurters, and Vienna sausages a big on-you slice into bread toppings, so go on pester the Germans about those. I just know my shitty-ass stepdad growing up would eat those, and they smelled like dog food, and they were wet and slimy. I think I tried a bite once and, like, threw up on myself. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing, man? Why are you eating this? You have a job. I was a kid. I was like, you have a fucking job. Don't do this. And don't make this place smell like that. God damn it, we just saw a brain. He's not asking for herbs, is he? He's probably asking for some kidney stones. Swing dings. That's messed up, brother. Wait, we have 12? Oh, shoot. I don't know. We'll have to see. 4 tongue on a stick? The fuck? The fuck you are, brother? 2 meat skewers? I mean, that's not bad. Ralphie's an angel. That's not that bad. Does this game have finger guns or a stick? It doesn't have either. But finger guns or a stick would both be great. The stick might be a little hard to do considering that is a crafting item. Just make the Flicker 12 gauge and 50 cal. Then it's totally viable. Well, we can only do 1 chisel, and I'm trying to make a point by doing Flicker Sniper Supremacy, because I've seen some people speak out against it. I'm not cool with that. It's goated. Okay, so I believe the safe has 4 to 6 more slots than the snake basket, so we're going to do it. Didn't realize we were already sitting on, say, 7 stamps, which is kind of huge. And this is going to help us clear up some of this crap. Honestly, we're thriving right now. And this is a run. Having the Fisk, which is so good, means we can kind of put away some of this stronger food and just scavenge a little bit. We're going to hold on to the repair kits. Put our bigger items up here. Get the knife going. Oh, I was supposed to turn the knife into an infinite knife, and I fucking forgot. Clean up here a little bit. Actually, we should have this instead of the Yulmust and put the Yulmust away. We don't even have a boss in sewer. So now we actually have some stuff. Ooh. Wait, this means we can actually get the fridge and get even more inventory, but we're going to have to clear, I think it's 4 or 5. The fridge is long. I think it's 4. I don't know off the top of my head. That would be crazy to know off the top of your head. Maybe we should do 5 just in case. We don't necessarily need to... Oh, man, now this is a mess. This is a goddamn mess. We don't necessarily need to play sewers. If we're going fridge, we just have to shoot what's in front of us and run away from everything else. Not too bad. And I want to go fridge here. And it's an easy amulet charge, honestly. Sure, we don't get to keep it, but... Yeah, because we have to escape, but I don't have to talk to the Gravekeeper. It's not too far in. It's only 4 levels. Dude, sewers ain't that bad. That looks like a gun. It is. I'll draw. Wait, the Flicker? It is. I'll have to try on an Xbox or play a Sony box. Thank God I can skip ads on YouTube. Sometimes, I've noticed my ads have been getting ridiculous, dude. I like to watch YouTube before bed, and my ads have been getting crazy. They've been getting like, I'll get like a 5-minute unskippable ad, it feels like. I don't know, when you're just watching YouTube, those ads can feel tremendously long. YouTube streaming is a lot better than Twitch. Way too many ads. But there's so many reasons why YouTube is better than Twitch. For one, Twitch throttles anybody that's not, what's the one, partners? Like the Twitch partners, the ones where you have to get, they're in like the 1%. Anybody under that, affiliates, whatever, it throttles your connection and makes your quality worse. It like prioritizes partners. So if someone's having a massive stream and it's a big boom moment on Twitch, you're going to get shit on a little bit. There's a bunch of things, and the VOD system's bad. I think YouTube is genuinely better, but community-wise, the stuff they let you do with your community is better on Twitch. And I don't think YouTube is caught up to that yet, personally. They need to push for like a better emote system or something. Their emotes suck on YouTube. I think you can upload your own, but like the default ones aren't good. Let's go, swears. Yeah, baby, let's go. Hey there, what up? What is up, Don Quad? I still haven't got past the boss in town. I just lost an amazing Arbiter build and 9mm SMG. Big tip for the boss in town: when you go through the gates, there's like the little obelisk things. Go to the one in the back left, and then always start there at the one in the back left. Peek around, and there's always one on the left curtain. The farthest left curtain, the one closest to the door to the left, will always spawn one of the mini bosses. So focus him first, and it becomes a 1v2 instead of a 1v3. That's the best way. I do that every time. I don't care if my guns are OP. I always start that little left box. I guarantee that is simply because in America you got more chemical slurries than food. Once you eat food across the pond, you will never want to leave. I know I don't. I've heard that, but I've also heard the opposite from like the soccer people. Like they were like shocked how good the food is here. And then people were like, yeah, bro, that's why we're all overweight. Because the food is good. Like, there is a lot of good food. Personally, I don't eat anything from a can if it can't be cooked. So I wouldn't eat Venus sausage. I don't eat Spam. You can cook Spam, but I don't fuck with Spam. It smells good. I just never had it. And have them shoot nothing. Hello, Apprentice is crazy. But make some sound effects from the priest shooting reloading them. That'd be cool. Well, here in Argentina, we love Counter-Strike. It's one of the biggest games here, and everyone either knows it or have played it. Same as Brazil or Russia, or we also love Milanesa and Alfajores. I'm sorry if I'm saying those wrong. Counter-Strike is pretty big in America, too. I think it's always, like, #1 on Steam charts, right? Like, Counter-Strike is huge. And I do like Counter-Strike. I've been thinking about running it again. It's been a while. I like Counter-Strike's good. What up, homie? Been at home sick playing Sulfur while watching your videos. Didn't know you streamed. Well, what's up, man? That's probably because I wasn't streaming for a long time, and now I've started getting back into streaming. I used to stream a lot. Like, when I streamed on Twitch, I shit you not, when I first started, I just streamed for 1,000 days. I did 1,000 days in a row. Days where I was sick, where I went to a funeral, all this shit. It was a weird time. It was a bad idea, too. I could have been making YouTube videos and, like, focusing on that, but I was streaming every day. I met some great people that are still close friends, so it wasn't a loss, but it was dumb. What up, homie? Been at home sick? Oh, sorry. Fridge is 4 large, if I recall. I think you're right. I do think you're right, but we're just going to play it safe. You know, whatever. We're going to see what happens. What? And in between videos, it's egregious. 5 minutes unskippable ads, such BS. It's probably not 5 minutes, but it feels like it. You know what I'm saying, Loud Car Bomb? It feels like it. Got premium, never had ads in forever. I don't even know. How much does premium cost? I don't even know. I once had a fully automatic Voodoo War Pig with shotgun shells, infinite ammo, and bouncing bullets. I lost in sewers thanks to one of those frog enemies. The frog enemies suck right now. Because, like, they'll freeze in the water, not, like, from the frozen effect, but they'll just be, like, bugged out in the water, and that makes you, like, not anticipate anything from them, and when they're actually working right, they can hit, like, trucks, and they have way too much health, dude, so I feel you. And the stream is nice and small. I like it more because I can talk to the streamer. Also, my messages don't get buried. I think some of that has to do, like, Twitch. You got, like, some of them people over there are pulling, like, 2,000-3,000 viewers, man. That's where the buried comes from. The back left to peak and fire from there will help me cheese it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's not even, I mean, I guess it's a cheese, but they never changed it. So I don't know if it's intentional. It's always been the same. There's very few things in Sulfur that have been the same since day one of early access. He has always been there. Used to be able to shoot through the curtains, which made it, like, stupid easy. But that got changed after, like, 6 months. I don't like spam either. Or you're talking about the meat, not like the emails. I was talking about the meat, but yeah, spam emails are annoying. Very annoying. A member for 2 months. Let's go. Let's go, Don Quad. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate all the support. You're the best. And also, that is, I don't want to, you know what? You're the best. I don't know, because you told me something in DMs, but you're like, don't tell anybody. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that anymore, like, at all. Not the one thing, but the other thing. Your new job, you know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that or not, so I've been keeping that on the DL. But this guy, Don Quad's the best. Oh, oops, I spelled sewer. No, you're good. There is a difference between stadium, snacks, and restaurant masterwork grub, and I do believe football fans have cerebral problems with how much chaos they cause. At least they're not Knicks fans, right? Because those guys looked insane. Like, they were, like, fighting people on the streets. I've worn a Patriots jersey in the Arizona Cardinals Stadium, season 1, I think it was 2016, and people were threatening me, but it was like nobody did anything. Because we won. We won by like a field goal, I believe. Steven Gostkowski, dude. It was Jimmy Garoppolo's first start. Awesome game. I'm not going to get in Patriots football, though, because then I'm going to make enemies. Dang, that's crazy, man. Thanks for your content. It really helped me to learn the game better. Hey, no problem. I just like... I look at, like, making Sulfur content as ways of getting better at editing, because I always try new things, and then also meeting really cool people. And, like, talking about something like Sulfur, which I think has, like, it has an endless amount of crap in it. So there's always something to talk about. And that's why I've always been shocked that there's not, like a big ring of content creators for this game. There's so much in it. Hey, I feel you, homie. It's just that I have heard people get ads like that, and I've heard of it, too. It hasn't happened to me. And I did say 5-minute ads, and that's why I wanted to clarify, because that actually hasn't happened to me. I would be honest if it did. Trust me, I don't love ads. You know, we all got our ad blockers. Whether or not we choose to use them is not something I'm going to talk about publicly. You know what I'm saying? But we all have them, right? They could be very good. That's why you can't find or kill the frogs. Yeah, they usually get glitched out. We'll see one, I guarantee it. Always learn something new about the game every time I watch your live. That's because I play it too much. It's I own that. It's like I'm over 1,000 hours at this point, and which I feel bad because when we hit 500 hours, I did a video for that. I haven't done anything. Did we grab? Oh, we forgot to grab the oxygen tank. Hopefully we see a pink chest. I believe it's just chilling in the pink chest. I might be wrong with that. It's fine if it's not, because we can still just eat food to get through the tunnel to the fridge. I love a spam equivalent here called Hunter's Sausage, and there's the joke of spam being an acronym of scientifically produced artificial meat. Is that not what it stands for? Because that is incredibly accurate, dude. Oh, wait. We know Stiff needs that. I'm going to grab the first aid kit and ditch it the first chance I can get. It's not a great heal. 4 slots for something that most things can do in 1 slot is not most, but a lot of things. The unlabeled oil. Shit, we're still going to end up dropping shit. See, this is why it's good we saved an extra lane, dude. I'm sure I'd like spam, because I do like a lot of Japanese and Korean cuisine. I know the Japanese people like spam in their ramen, right? So I'm sure I would like it. I just haven't had a chance. You could spill the beans on the designer. So yeah, Don Quad is also a Sulfur artist. So, but when he told me, he was like, hey, don't tell anybody this. And I was like, all right. So I've been like keeping it quiet. A couple times I've been like, Don Quad, how's work going? I wanted to ask, but I have to keep it to myself. So I'm glad you're finally outed in your artistry, dude. That shit's huge. That's super cool. I love the way Perfect Random goes about hiring people. They're just like, yo, this stuff you made is kind of hype, bro. You wanna work for us? That's so neat to me. I'm sure there's been other studios that have had the same tactics, but I can't say that I know them. I can't say that I know any of them. I just respect the hell out of that. And also the way they explained how they got... What? You're stunned, liar. What the... This is a damn shit show, dude. You know what they should do to make the med kit make a little bit more sense? It should cure all, like, poison, frozen, burning. It's a freaking med kit, right? But yeah, the way they do that, and they also mentioned 2 cacao. We're gonna grab both of those with how things have been. And only 30 for it is crazy, dog. You're out of your mind, pal. Now we're out of inventory space. Oh, but the sausages. We don't need this. We need the sausages, all right? Hear me out. These are going to be tough to find. We could always craft them, but some of us are stubborn, damn it, and they're not willing to learn the exact recipe for crafting them. And I can't remember. I know it's flesh and something, or it could be meat and something, but like the mystery meat. They're not that bad to make, all right? Some of us are lazy. Why the Knicks fans catch the strays, lol? Well, that's because, dude, I don't know if it's just like social media painting them in a bad light, but I saw multiple videos around the their game with the Spurs. Was it the Spurs? Was it the fucking big game, dude? I don't watch basketball. I really should. The World Series or whatever. I sound like such a dumbass. But, you know, the most recent one. I saw multiple videos of them beating up fans of other teams. Like, just beating the shit out of them. And I'm like, holy shit, they're worse than the Eagles. I didn't even think that was possible. Because Eagles fans also have a bad reputation. And I've known some Eagles fans who would be really proud to hear me say that. Like, that's how bad their reputation is. Like... They know they're fucking crazy. But it's because they're passionate. And I'm sure it's the same reason for the Knicks, but I don't know. When you get to the point of beating up other teams' fans, that's too far, man. Don't do that. Not cool. All right, we did lose a lot of health doing that, but we got the fridge. That's what we're here for. A little power bar doesn't sound too bad right now. Might help us move through that quicker. I could have used that really quick. I don't know if power bar helps underwater. I think it's just sprint speed, and technically we are swimming. We're going to pop that ramen in a moment. Probably about right there. I wasted the power bar. Please don't be mad. Yeah, that's a big waste. So yeah, now we have no more. We were right about it being 4. But I'm kind of glad we didn't just bring that in, or else we couldn't have gotten the cacao. If anything, we should have saved 2 lives. We're just going to, as quickly as possible, get through this with as much poison damage as we possibly can. God damn it. I know. I could jump in the water, cure the poison. It's fine. I'm just a numbskull. Ooh, Ralphie. I guess that's good. What we need is, we need the ammo box. I don't know if we bought that yet. I think it's quite a bit. Here, let's give the Flicker a little blood. He's thirsty. And not thirsty enough. The Emperor Cackling.mp3. I don't know what it stands for, but I think it was leftover war rations being processed so they last longer. Like how Germany almost made almost rotten food into a soft drink called Fanta, and it just stuck. Wait, is that really where Fanta comes from? Because that's fucking sick, dude. I didn't even know that was German. I thought that was from, like, Mexico or something. I honestly had no clue. You are educating the hell out of me, brother. I don't really want any attachments that she's slanging right now. Wait, that's compact. I do want one. We don't have a sight on this, right? We have a compact sight, but we're going to grab another one for later. Compact sight and the sniper sight are the only sights I really fuck with. We didn't repair it all, did we? We don't need to. We're going to see again at the church. We should be fine. We're already on sewers 3. It's just a matter of getting through here at this point. Getting this fridge the fuck out of here. Oh, I didn't think I was going to kill him. So why do the skull mask guys start cowering when you break their mask? It's creepy. I don't know the exact lore. You might be able to find it somewhere in game. But I just figured they get mad at them for quitting the battle and hiding their shame, you know? I figured that's what it is, but I don't know. I can't say. We're finding so many cotton swabs. I'm not picking them up. Cotton swabs are actually good now. I know I saw another one. I don't care. We're just going to keep moving. Koreans love Spam. This I know. I went to a Korean bar restaurant that made fried Spam fries. It was really good. It was also like $30. We only have a few Korean spots near us, but I do love Korean food and like their cinema and TV shows. I'm a big K-drama head. I'm not gonna lie. Don't hide that fact about me. I love K-dramas. We go a little nutty around here for those. My guess is Mind Control, but like not all of them. I don't really watch the romance ones. You know, my wife will watch them. I ain't gotten into any of those. I watch the other ones, the other stuff. Pretty much everything else. I saw a funny one where a guy dressed up as a Spur, apparently wasn't a Spur fan, just to fight the Knicks fans. That's... So was he like a big dude who's like, knew we could win? Because that's kind of sick. That's like trolling for good, dude. Some people need to get a beating, you know? You know, people that like pick on people. They need to pick on the wrong guy so that they'll stop picking on people. You know what I mean? Sometimes the only way to help violence is with more violence. And that's probably not right. But that's how my dumb brain works. So that's where that goes. The secret waterway. Yeah, it's better to take an oxygen tank or an extra lung, but I just forgot it. So why do I have it? I don't know. And honestly, after you get the fridge, you can get rid of the oxygen tank unless you really love looting. If you're a big looter, it's still good to hold on to. God damn it, this fucking guy down here. Good old sewers, man. The frog, we haven't seen one glitch frog, and I like promised that we would. I'm trying to be a little conservative with our ammo, because we don't have the ammo box yet. We needed meat skewers, huh? Ralphie needed them. We might have been able to make that happen if we actually would have looked around when she was here. But usually... Oh, tongue on a stick. I know a guy who's looking for tongue on a stick. We don't have the space, bro. What am I talking about? We just don't have the space. If he has another cacao, I'm going to buy it. He only has them when we need them, or when we don't need them. Like, this guy is kind of turning into the worst. The fun fact, the English word gift is the German word for poison. What is the English, just gift is poison? That's crazy. Can you sell storage stuff like the fridge? No. Thank goodness. Because that would cause some problems. I literally right-clicked it because I didn't know. Did not know that's how you get the fridge. I watched a video of yours saying you've never heard of anyone having Donatello as their favorite turtle. That's me. I am so sorry. I'm glad to meet someone. It's usually Michelangelo, Raphael, or Leonardo. Let's be real. That is usually the case. So it is cool to meet someone who respects Donatello. And you know, the most recent, was it Mutant Mayhem? I liked all the turtles there. I'm always going to be a Michelangelo head. I mean, like, I ain't about, like, what is it, like astrology or whatever? But I fuck with which Ninja Turtle you are. And I respect them all. You know, don't pick Master Splinter, because that's cheating. Of course, everybody wants to be the Master Splinter. Well, everyone wants to be Michelangelo, but you can't be the leader. That's crazy. Although, he's not really the leader, right? When you think about it. Leonardo is supposed to be the leader, right? You got Leonardo's the leader. Donatello's the nerd. Michelangelo's the party animal. Raphael's the hothead. They all have their place. I think that's what it is. Unless Leonardo is supposed to be something else. I just reloaded an Neuraxis for the first time. I hate it. It always gets you. It catches up to all of us. Okay, now we can at least start putting our food somewhere that makes a little bit more sense. I think I'm going to put... Yeah, just all the food. I don't know. Fuck it, dude. We're going to fill that thing up eventually anyways. Oh, wait, we got a brain. Finally, Stiff Leg can have a brain. Although it does sell for 100, so that hurts a little bit. I know I can refresh it. I always forget. We just saw a badass vest. This is my problem with you, mister. You stinky shit. I don't want to do too much inventory management. I like to keep moving. It's hard for me to stop moving. I miss when items went to the top row. Man, it felt a lot easier to get my shit sorted out. That's just me I'm just being whiny with that one, though. Am I right, folks? Oh, good lord. Get over it, dude. It ain't that important. So we have one more cacao. Let's grab this, and this. Go make some chocolate mud cakes. The lore reason for the mask, something to do with the castle boss lady being burned. Super self-conscious, so no one is allowed to show their face. So are they, like, mind-controlled, Scott? Do you know? That sounds like... Or is it just like they've been raised in an environment where they're made to believe maybe different reasons for that? That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. So the castle boss got burned. Who do we know who burns religious people? The Queen Witch, bro. And me. So why it gotta be one of them? I don't even know. I always hold on to these. I don't use them. Got plenty of these. Let's move the good stuff over there. That's what we're gonna do for now. I don't want to do too much inventory management. We're gonna move the good shit. The quality stuff that I know will be used will be in the fridge, and then I still will probably use the sawdust and everything. But we're just gonna do this for now. And yes, you're seeing that right. We could make another pizza. There's no real reason to yet. I'm not too worried on this run for anything the game wants to throw at us. And this sounds like someone's famous last words, but I swear, I'm not scared. I'm not scared, dude. Oh, we don't want to leave a sausage up there, do we? Look at all that sausage. Oh, I made a smiley face. Well, isn't that nice? He's also got hair. Oh, this is so pleasant. What a good way to spend your afternoon. Oh, shit, it's 1:45? We are moving at snail's pace here. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like them breaking the cult pact. So, yeah, it's probably some, like, evil mind control shit, dude. I'm telling you. It's how they get you. Into her church or whatever. Yeah, we'll throw this up here. Then this gives us some space to get some more shit. Grab that. Yeah, throw pizza in here. Why not? Don't necessarily need this at the moment. I like to try to keep it as neat as I can when I can. We're going to sell the unlabeled oil. Nah, we ain't doing that. We may, I don't know. The Fisk would be the gun to do it. It's going to take a lot to ruin that gun, but I also don't want to have a bad time, and that would be a bad time. Dum-Dum oil, food stamp. Instant's not bad. Instant can help fix a lot of guns. I don't know if it's worth... How much you asking? 500 seems a little crazy. Needle Eye is good. And since we did Chain Lightning, we kind of don't need bullet penetration. We're going to be doing damage all over the place. But we could do that for the sniper, and I think we will. Explosion obviously will be doing more damage, but if we're doing long range, they're probably going to be spread out a little bit. I think we'll do it. RPM's not important on a sniper that has 130 RPM. Stable Hip is one of my favorite oils, but holy shit, how much did Needle Eye cost? We have no money now. This man's fleecing. That's crazy. Yeah, we're out of money. Good thing we're going to Hedge Maze. That's going to help us recoup some of that loss. Jesus Christ. And we do need to repair, though. We have $100. Oh, God. Fuck me. We may have to use a repair kit. I did not... How much does the oxygen tank sell for? We don't need it anymore. It's obsolete. Where did we put it? Oh, there it is. For a second there, I just could not find it. 725. I think that's enough. Yeah, it was like 759. This is crazy. This is some new save problems right here, bud. Holy shit. Oh, we have 350. So we are going to be flickering eventually. Quite a bit. How much do we need for the box? 10? Man, I went storage over box is a crazy play. So we need tongue on a stick. We need meat kebabs. We need a badass vest. And we need swing dings. Once we get to Forest, we can load up on Kevin's shit to get some stamps. Forest is crazy OP for Kevin. Honestly, not a bad route. It's easy and it's, he's just in the attic. So it's even easier. It's like their cult ideology, showing face is seen as so shameful they have to die, so the others killing them see it as a mercy atone. Oh, shoot. That's such a stupid way to waste ammo. I'm literally saying we're going to need as much ammo as we can get. Okay, cool. Double fire, what's that? Chance to consume? That's not bad. That's not a bad oil. Honestly, you find a gun with a big enough clip, Ploika will work real well with the Ploika. Hey, Dot, just curious, can you still get storage items by exploring the game? No, you get the suitcase, but that's it. We just got the fridge from Sewers right now. So, yeah, you can. There are some items you have to find. You can't buy them. I don't think you can buy the fridge. Or am I wrong? Can you buy that now? Because I haven't been doing that on new saves. But I don't think that is the case as of right now. But I know some people hate that shit. Personally, I think it's funny. I think it's funny having to ruin your inventory. Even though I've lost, like, dunce caps and shit from that, I still think it's funny. Saint Lucia is the castle boss, right? Yes. Yes, she is. And Lucia or something is Latin for light. That's funny that they got burned. Fun fact, Lucifer was the angel who was ordered to give the world light. Is that really what his job was? I didn't know that. I just thought his job was to be a dick. Lucifer means light bringer, eh? Rangliff. What's up, Rangliff? I know some... I saw Rangliff. You said that you did a video for the GBB3. That's hype. I'm hyped for that. I know some stuff of Christian mythology, but I am yet to be convinced of the existence of any divines, Zeus or any other. I like how we're starting at Zeus. Is Zeus part of Christian mythology? I thought he was just in the, like, Greek shit, right? If I get one more O2 tank from Endless, I'm going to hold my breath out of spite. I get more... Also, what's up, Mr. Cheese Potatoes? I get more of those freaking extra long lungs than I do for oxygen tanks, and I don't want either of them. Like, I'm going to make that clear. I don't need either of them, so I don't necessarily want either of them. What were we looking for here? Sticks, tongues, mystery meat. I think you can make meat on a stick with kebab or flesh, but I don't think you get two. It's been a while. Don't really hunt down that until I'm in Babiesville. Ah, I meant to do the double. This thing. Oh, no, this thing. I'm so bad at the melee. Except for the katana. That's all I use. Oh, man, we're taking way too many minutes for the start of dungeon. We can focus the AR guy. I'm at a reload. Damn you. Nice. We got the level. Oh, shit. Man, this is bad. Oh, what a weird way to spawn in. I'm sorry. Time to nut up here. What am I doing? Selling the bag for nothing. I'm focused on the tongue on a stick. I'm not going to lie. Wait, we should be aiming for their mouths. Oh, perfect. Now we can do a full restart here. Like none of that ever happened. I know some of Christian mythology... Oh, sorry. My bad. The postman doesn't sell the fridge. Last I saw the postman. I didn't even consider him that. He is like our little post office, dude. Can confirm you can't buy the fridge. I love the challenge of having to haul in the storage stuff. Not something I want to do again, though. Dude, I don't know if you did it when they first came out. But, like, I remember having to get... This might be level 5 here. Yeah, baby. I remember having to get the gun rack in Forest after beating Terror Bomb. And I had to get rid of my dunce cap to grab it. I was so devastated. Because I used to love pulling that thing out. Especially in Dungeon, actually. I don't know if we have one on this save. We might. I usually hold on to one. Because you can get a lot of weapons in Dungeon with those. Lucifer isn't punishing sinners. He himself is being punished in hell. And the devil... and Satan and Beelzebub are all different beings. Most demons and devils are fallen angels. I knew that. I think, doesn't Dogma go into that a little bit? The old Jay and Silent Bob movie? So I know some of it, but it's mostly from movies and shit. I don't remember anything about Christianity when I was a kid, but I do know I did go to church with my aunt until I was like 10 or 11 or some shit. I don't know what I was doing there. That's a nifty little pistol. Hey, thank you. You like it? It's Flicker Sniper Supremacy, dude. I'm trying to make a point with this thing. Oh, God. He's adorable. I need to remember it's got fucking explosive on it, and I could go for their masks. I'm so used to having to go for their throats, but we don't have to do that here. Lots of loot. No sticks, baby. Let's go. That's what we're looking for. Hey. Wow, we are getting like a crazy amount of Chef Grossberg, which is good because we need to sell these guns. Also got escargot right there. Not sure if escargot sells for much, but guns sell for a lot. Anything else we can make at the very moment? We may make... We have the cacao. We have the technology. I think we should make more chocolate mud cakes. I'm not sure if we have a valet back at the spot. So that hurts to sell that. That is a crazy good gun, but we are like officially out of money. I'm even going to sell double fire, which I like double fire, but we need the money, honey. We're going to hold on to the sulfur cap because when Stiff Leg asks for one of those, I'd rather just have it instead of getting upset because I am going to get pissed. I promise you. That is so annoying when he asks for the most random shit like badass vest. Bro, what are you doing with the badass vest? Who do you think you are, Stiff Leg? We may need bread back at the spot. Oh, there was a meat kebab in there. We need like fucking, what is it, like 4 of those? Let me see. 2. It always feels like way too much. We can grab this, grab the mystery meat, get 2 more from that. Possibly even eat that one. And then Ralphie likes to ask for cheeseburgers. Script likes to ask for cheese tops, but I'm not trying to overload the inventory right now. We're just going through those woes. We're not back on track just yet. We're just trying to get a little stamps here and there. I haven't watched Dogma in years. Such a funny movie. It is a great movie. It is a great movie. I rewatched it like 2 years ago. It's still pretty good. Homie sells Valet. Unsubscribed. No, I love the Valet. You can make a case for the Valet being the best SMG in the game. Never used the Valet. Is it good? Oh, yeah. It's crazy good for weird reasons. It and the Chimera get a damage boost, and I don't know if we've ever gotten an answer why. They both get like this weird, like, I think it's like 15% extra damage. It's super weird. This guy sometimes when he's taking a shit has really good stuff. What you got? No, not this time. Not this time. He's always taking a shit there, and he doesn't attack. He doesn't aggro. He's just dumping one out. The Tower of Babel story comes from Sumerian ziggurats, which were meant to let their gods commune with the people. When the Jewish came to their lands and spoke different languages, they made that story. Interesting. The pistol reminds me of the noisy cricket from Men in Black. Bro, that's another movie that holds up really well. I like the first, second, and the third. I didn't watch the reboot. I don't watch a lot of reboots. But I heard it was bad. Which sucks because they got Chris Hemsworth, right? Which he could be pretty good. He's not somebody I would like watch a movie for, obviously, but maybe the first batch of guns from a fan blessing. Oh shit. Do we have a valet? We don't even have a valet. But if we want an SMG, we do have the Songbird, which is amazing, and the Chimera, which is good. I know some people don't like the Chimera, but everything I've used from it, I've actually enjoyed my time with it, personally. Maybe we should put this away. Let's put that away because we are holding on to it for our homegirl. Same with the cheeseburger. I don't want to accidentally eat this shit and be like, oops, I ate your stamps. Rugrats at the Tower of Babel. That sounds like an episode they did, dude. I know they did the one. They did the episode where, like, was it Tommy? Was Moses? That's a loud locust if I ever saw one. Chimera sucks. Shut up. The Chimera's good. Listen, I'd pull it out right now, but we can't. We're on the Flicker and Fisk. I do hope somebody says they want to see that one, because I used it to level it up for the everything video for the Tele update, and dude, it was good. I had no complaints with that thing. It's good at default. I think the Valet is better though, because the Valet has it's a 4-slotter, and I'm a big inventory queen. I'm a size queen, so I need to be able to, you know, rearrange my loot accordingly, and I like that it's a 4-slotter. The cicadas? Chimera is great. It's good, dude. But some people have been... I've seen most people like the Blackwater. I could be wrong, though. I'm sure there's some people that don't like it. I think the Blackwater is the best revolver. Even though it's not a 4-slotter. It's magazine size. It's RPM. It's like damage. It's all really good. The Blackwater, I would say, is better than the Chimera, but... the Chimera is still a very good SMG. I haven't looked at the stats. I haven't done a stats breakdown for the SMGs in a while, but I don't know. I felt very comfortable for me. What a big whiff. Why am I pulling to the side? We need to get another oil on this bitch. Hold on. Oh, I'm out of fucking reload. No. I don't understand why we have the option to keep firing to reload in the settings, but it doesn't seem like it ever works. Because I'm hitting it twice and it's still not reloading. Do I not have it on? Automatic weapon reload. Yeah, it doesn't work. It just flat out doesn't work. I've got to press R no matter what. Sometimes it does. I've noticed it does sometimes. There's a gun up there, but I'm not going to go for it because we don't have the dunce cap and we only have 1 SULFUR. It's probably doable. Well, that means I'm going to be sweating. I thought I'd get him with that one. At least we're using the flicker, baby. Ooh, what is that? Death Star? That's more money is what I'm seeing. Guns, at this point, guns are where you get all your money in this fucking game. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Big whiffs, big whiffs. More trouble for me. All right. We're good. We had the escargot. We've been sitting on that. Scrolls, too. Scrolls are only 2 slots, and a level 2 one can get you, like, a shit ton of money. I don't know the exact numbers, but I love selling scrolls, and I love selling guns, baby. I'm fairly new to the game and have found my first set of dual pistols. What is a good build? Which one? The Star and Witness or the Hell and Back? Because you got 2 different playstyles here. If you found the Star and Witness, you're in good spirits. If you found the Hell and Back, building it is still good. I bet you wish you had the Star and Witness. I don't know. I do think the Star and Witness is better than the Hell and Back. I like the little damage bonus they get, but I don't know. I think the Star and Witness rocks them everywhere else, which is weird because you know you expect the newer stuff to be a bit better, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just dug into my old ways and I'll never change. I'm not in love with the Hell and Back. I don't know if I already told you this, but Cerberus means something like spotted one. Hades called his dog Spot. That's actually kind of sick, dude. Or what if we started calling dogs Spot after Cerberus, and before that, like, it was kind of dangerous. Reach chamber to 556. Maybe it only worked with hip fire and not ADS. Yeah, I don't typically ADS with any dual wields, but maybe on this one we'll have to, because you can now. For a while there, you couldn't do that with the Star Witness, but then, like, 2 updates ago they made it so you could. Maybe 3. I know it used to work because I used it a bunch as a noob. Maybe it broke in the update, the auto reload. I still get it to work sometimes, but not all the time. Don't worry, more guns to come for Zatura to 1-up. Yeah, true. Star Witness. Oh, hell yeah, dude. So for me, with the Star Witness, I primarily do no ADS oils. I'll put pot shot on there, stable hip, and then you don't have to do much. I mean, pot shot, stable hip is where you should start. And then usually I'll do, it depends on what you want to rechamber it into. If you're wanting to chamber into something with high recoil, if you do stable hip, you can have 7.62 on it. It won't be that bad. But if you want to do even more than that, like you want to do 12 gauge and 50 cal, then stable hip's not going to cut it. You're going to want to do one of the barrels that help with recoil, and then also probably another oil. But I think stable hip just makes them super comfortable. I would also do gun crank. Gun crank them for sure. I don't know if I've ever made a Star Witness that isn't gun cranked. I think that is the ideal way to play with them. So I would do that. Was running hardcore on a 50-hour save. Gemini. Amazing oil. Got a chicken trial and died. I was so sad. That sucks. 12 gauge Hellenbacks were fun. If I was doing a Hellenback, I'd probably do 12 gauge. In the early game, I try not to overbuild the guns because then if you lose them, it's big sad. Although if you're underbuild, you're more likely to lose them. I always think if you haven't put at least 1 to 2 attachments on your gun by the time you get to dungeon, you're gonna have a bad time. You kind of want attachments in dungeon. This is where the game ramps up. This is where the pros get hurt. Like, it's dangerous. There's lots of enemies, especially at the end of dungeon, and you can't just run past all of them. Most of them are going to squeak into the boss room fight with you, so I wouldn't get to dungeon without at least a couple enchantments on your gun. But you're good pretty much through town and sewers. Like, you don't need them there. Sewers can get tricky, but once you figure out that you can just run past everything, which you can in sewers, it's not that bad. That shitty heat wave El Nino is making me melt. And I'm 1 hour from midnight, dude. It's hot here, too. I don't know what it is right now. Oh, 102. I'm just chilling, and my skin is intact at 102. Thanks for the advice, guys. Yeah, just play around with them. It also depends on what scroll you want to use. Scrolls play a big impact on what oils you want to use, too. If you don't want to use oils, that's fine. I don't think that any gun necessarily needs scrolls. They just make them more interesting. Listen here, bitch. This is not looking good for supremacy. For Flicker sniper supremacy, I'll tell you that much. Not if I keep whiffing. I'm just going to eat the potatoes. I might not even use that spice mix there. Oh, we actually got him with that last one. Nice. Never mind. Back on. I've been watching through your SULFUR series, and it's been great. It inspired me to do a run with my own rules. It's really been refreshing. I'm glad you're making so much SULFUR content. Dude, I tried to make another SULFUR video. I had, like, the worst string of bad luck for, like, 2 weeks. Couldn't get shit. And now I'm, like, super behind. Not because of the SULFUR, but because of other things. I'm, like, super behind on editing videos, so... Of course. Why don't we all hang out in this one room? That's a good idea. And I'm like super behind on editing, so I haven't had another chance to run a soul vlog, but I'm itching to get back in there. That's the fun thing about shit like that, is like, even when you lose, it just makes you want to get back in there. Because it's just RNG's fault, dude. OMG, the tiny scope on the Flicker Lamount. That's why, it's one of the reasons I started using it as a sniper. And yeah, it's not the strongest sniper in the world. 200? That's crazy. That's like half of what you get with an actual sniper rifle. But it's cute, man. And that has to mean something. All right, we're back to 5Gs. I think we're still going to hunt for more guns until we're out of here. Dungeon has just a surplus of guns. Wherever you look, you'll probably find one. In science measurements, I don't know freedom units, but 100 sounds like water should boil. Wait, 38 degrees Celsius. I don't remember what we were talking about to get us to freedom units. I don't know shit about Celsius, though. I'm your standard, never bothered to learn that other crap kind of guy. Oh, you're talking about the degrees of the weather outside. My difference is I can't use any shops, and if a gun breaks, I drop it. Otherwise, pretty much the same rules as you on a hardcore save, of course. That sounds pretty tough. But can you repair your stuff? Or, like, can you still repair with Ralphie? Because I find if you can't do that, the game gets really tough. Lamau, little tiny sniper scope. Craftsman, what am I doing, dude? I'm trusting my fucking chameleon eyes to lead me the right way, and it's not working. Australia wins with heat. Isn't it in the winter time for them right now, though? I don't know, though, because I believe Arizona's like the hottest place in the world a couple months out of the year, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to brag, and I don't like it. I could barely bring my kid outside, which sucks having a kid living here. So I just know we get real spicy here. Whoa. And then people are always like, yeah, but it's not humid. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, it still sucks. I know people complain about humidity a lot. Oh, a free stamp. Nice. It still sucks. Americans won't use grams or millimeters unless it's talking about guns or drugs. That's our favorite things. We're Americans. What do you think about the M11A2? One of the more sober guns, I think. I love it for that. So I was saying last time we should be ranking guns after we finish the two and just like slowly make a gun ranking as we go along. And I keep forgetting to set that up. But if I was to rank it right now, it's easy, like S or double S tier. It's one of the best guns in the game. It's right out the box. You don't even need to chisel it. Use it as a 5.56 and you're fine. Like, if you keep it 5.56, it's got incredible control. The biggest obstacle is going to be finding ammo for it. So just get a fucking ammo box. You know, don't be lazy here. We are like halfway to some more mud cakes, man. I am such a fan. I'm a fake fan. Or I'm a new fan. New mud cake pledge. But yeah, it's incredible. It's a dry heat, though, with Australia. Try Florida in the dead of summer in the swamp. See, I knew someone was going to bring it up. Dry heat is bad, though. It's still not good. You know, I'm not saying humidity is worse. I have lived in the countryside in my life. Humidity is bad. I think they're both really bad, but they're different kinds of bad. Does it get to 113 degrees Fahrenheit in Florida? It gets to 120 in Arizona. I could say that. Celsius is simple, really. 0 equals ice, 100 equals steam, between is water. That does sound fairly simple. Oh, it's gotten there and more off my car's thermometer of the outside air temp. I feel like every year for the past 5 years, Arizona's been breaking its own record for the hottest day of the year, and it's getting exhausting. Oh, it's gotten there and more. Oh, sorry. I can repair if I find stuff in the caves, but yeah, it's been brutal. Haven't got past Castle yet. Well, you know, those challenge runs, man, they require a few playthroughs, and then as you go, like, you change the rules up as you go. I did that with the Soulflock, too, and then my using only throwing knives run, I had to change the rules up on the second one, because the first one made it impossible, like, literally impossible. So, man, I mean, not impossible, but it made it so much more boring. You know, that's how you gotta look at the rules of a challenge run, is, like, make sure it's fun. Because, like, if it's just hard, then you're just doing it for your own sake, and nobody else is going to want to do it. It's got to be fun. The Soulflock is hard. Well, what the fuck? But I do think it is fun. I think it just amplifies the RNG, and I also encourage people to change all the rules. I don't think doing the same thing every time is that interesting. Yeah, I'm chilling, literally. Lucky duck. At least right over their roads on the run. I'm also in AZ. It's hot as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? It's hot, and it's hot like all year. Like, our winter time is like 3 months long. It's the most beautiful winter in the whole world. It's amazing, but it's like 3 months long. But it sucks. And then the rest of the year is like 9 months of 100+ degree weather. It's like no joke, man. Everything you've ever seen in movies and TV about Arizona is so goddamn true. You know, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. At least weather-wise. Nobody else. That's the thing about movies and TV, is nobody talks about anything but the weather in Arizona. There's other stuff here, dude. We got, like, drug empires and shit. We got trailer parks exploding because of that, all right? We got stuff going on. Sure, I mean, we get compared to Florida maybe too much, but we got Apache Junction, baby. Apache Junction can be crazy. It can be nuts. I used to live there. That's the only place. I was mugged there. That's the only time I've ever been robbed, was in fucking AJ. That, and with Australia and other dry areas, you can just keep drinking water and be mostly fine, since the dry air means you can stay relatively cool by sweating. But when the air is so thick with humidity, that mechanism no longer works. You'll still sweat, but it can't evaporate. But the problem here is when it's 120 degrees, you can't keep up with the amount of water that you need, so you just can't go outside. Like, I'm talking 120 degrees and then 110 in the shade. Like, if you're just depending on water, you can't do that. You have to depend on water and where you're going, even if it's like you got to make sure it's a short trip and you're not planning to be outside long. It's just too dangerous. People die from heat strokes. I know people that have died from heat strokes that know to bring water. It's really hard to calculate how much you should bring, and it's just better to not do that. Australia is more the sun and UV levels. We have a big, big hole in our ozone. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, the UV is fucked down under. I've lived in South Georgia and now in AZ, and the dry heat is definitely worse. I think they're both levels of evil, right? They're both their own shitty circumstances. Personally, you know, I stay inside a lot of the time. I do like to go outside, but I can't now because my kid is 2 years old, and I'm not trying to have my kid speed run a fucking heat stroke, you know, so it sucks. I love the mountainous inverse effect where whilst hot air rises and the valley is hotter than the mountains, the sun is a deadly laser. True. I do watch a lot of old school RuneScape content, and some of those grinds are thousands of hours, so the Soulflocks aren't too bad. But at least with the grinds, right, you're probably making some progress there. The tough part about a Soulflock is once you die, that run is over. Like, I don't recommend doing Soulflocks on hardcore, because then you got to go through the fucking tutorial if you die, and then you're just like kind of mad at yourself the whole time you're doing that. Although I can't say I've ever watched anyone play old school RuneScape, unfortunately. So, but I know it's very popular. So I actually don't know what the grinds are like. Our food is pretty great too. Yeah, we get a lot of like great like runoff food from like Mexico, and a lot of one thing a lot of people don't realize about Arizona is we're like a giant melting pot. And because of that, we have a lot of Asian cuisine too, which it's mostly pretty good. Like you can get Thai food, you can get it's kind of like Californian food runoff, really, if you think about it. We get a lot of the crap they get over here. But I would say our Mexican food is better than California. But if you ask a Californian that, they think all of their food is the greatest on the planet, despite where it's actually from. It's weird. I've talked to Californians about that. That would like, they're just like, no, best Mexican foods in California. No, you're wrong. I've had them both. And I genuinely think it's better than in Arizona. I think it's because we got a lot more, like, mom and pop places. And we're starting to get a lot of food trucks here, too. I don't want to get too big in Arizona because there's only 2 of us, but you know what I'm talking about. Been playing Sulfur again for a hot minute. In terms of trinket items, also, what's up, Thorax? What are the ones you'd recommend running mid to late game? So, I would recommend running all game, a defib if you can get it, ass wheel and knee pads if you can get it. Library card is great, but if it's me, I am constantly hunting down 1 ass wheel, 1 knee pad, and 2 defibs. Because a free life is a free life. It doesn't matter the game. That's incredible. It's so hot. Homie's wall is red hot. It's red hot. It was initially supposed to be blood, and then I started making more YouTube videos and streaming exclusively on YouTube, and I think I made myself cheesy. I went full red, dude. Didn't mean to. I wanted to be like blood red. I would go to the frigid island of Jan Mayen. Oh, shit. It's probably Jan, sorry. I am so sorry to Norway in that one. In a heartbeat, if I could, heck, I would even move to Jotunheim. And I've heard of Jotunheim. I don't know where. I'm not sure where, but that sounds super familiar. Was that in a fucking... Is that in Overwatch? I think that's in Overwatch, right? Or am I tripping? Heard AZ doesn't observe daylight savings time. Dude, it doesn't, and I honestly think that is the smartest thing our state does. Daylight savings time is such an antiquated concept, and depending on the person you ask, people don't even know what it's for. Most people don't even know what it's for. I used to live in Waddell. I don't know what Waddell is. Yo, show me your build. It's not finished, but we are running right now just a chain lightning on the Fisk, and then a 50 BMG with explosion and needle eye on the Flicker. The needle eye giving us some bullet penetration, but I'm maybe a little indecisive. When we get to Castle, which is next, I plan to have more oils here, especially because we want to run St. Lucia as fast as possible. We don't want that bitch to get anything on us here. Man, I clicked it. Trying to pick that up. Honestly, the Fisk, you don't even have to do anything to it. If you had to pick a gun to just run the game without ever enchanting, maybe the Fisk. It's crazy good. I still think I like the Catacoil more, but if I'm being unbiased, the Fisk is maybe the best gun in the game. The Chandler area especially has so much good Asian food and markets. Dude, yes, they have I don't know if it's still good, but when I used to work in Chandler, they had this Asian spot called Tots. It was like Talk of the Town or some shit. Oh, man. They had some orange shrimp to die for. Fuck me. I used to be a pescatarian, so I only ate fish and veggies. I did that for like 10 years. And, oh, man, I'd go fucking nuts for their shrimp, dude. That if you want to piss off a vegan, you know, because they get mad if you hear you're vegetarian, piss them off by telling them you're a pescatarian, dude. Not all of them, but some of them. Fear not the person who done 1,000 challenge runs, but the person who did one challenge run 1,000 times. Every run is a learning situation. That is so true. I love what you did there. Can you show me your build? Yeah, like I said, they're basically not builds. Fair enough. Ass, wheel, knee pads, and defibs. Thankfully, I've got the knee pads already. So, yeah, you can find the knee pads from my guy, Scrippy. And you might be able to find the ass wheel from him, too. But I swear to you, I never see it. Sorry, my wife is home. She's filling me in on that. Sorry, y'all AZ folks ever been to Flagstaff? Apparently, it's one of the larger dark sky cities. Yes. If you've lived in Arizona for more than 5 years, someone will drag your ass to Flagstaff, or you'll wish you have been. It's basically like mini Colorado. like, I haven't been to both, and the one time I've been to Colorado, I did drive through Flagstaff. It really feels very similar. It's just a college town, pretty much. But it's great. There's some good food up there, too. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I had a shrimp po' boy there once, and it was delicious. People around here, we like our food. It's probably because we can't go outside. Like, we can't go outside, so we're just cooking all the time, dude. Figuring some shit out. More herbs. A fruitful run for herbs, man. I love not changing time, but my job is based out of Seattle, so I still have to observe it myself half the time. When I was a game tester, it was through Microsoft, and I think almost all the studios that I worked with were all in Seattle, so we had to do that too. So once a year, I would have to start work an hour later, shit. Or an hour behind, I don't remember. But you know what I'm talking about. See, it's hard to even fucking think about that. Oh, shit. Interesting. Man, I feel like we're getting so much good loot. But I definitely don't... This is tough. This is tough because I don't want to go back, but we also need the pink chest for some last-ditch oils, possibly, to beef this thing up. I want at least 1 or 2 more oils on this thing for Lucia. Jotunheim is the Norse mythological home of the ice giants. Jotun Ice Giant Heim home. Okay, I thought that there was an Overwatch level called that. I'm not gonna lie. There is something in there that's very similar to that name. Shove Exotic Barrel in the Fisk. It's peak trust. I love Exotic Barrel. I love Exotic Barrel, and I just took that for free. He just got to give that to me. I guess I'll use a soda. I never use them. I just sit on them. Exotic Barrel and Dead Center are both great. I don't know if I want to put Dead Center on this because the recoil, but I don't know, though, about that, too, because I don't know if we can do that on this run. Exotic Barrel is great with the durability loss and everything, but considering the Fisk is planned to be our workhorse, that might be a little dangerous. This thing is still not bad. This little flicker's not bad, don't get me wrong. But if I had a gun that could pack a little bit more heat to it, I would probably be more inclined. We have 2 sugars, right? Oh, shit. We just got a bunch of money. Nice. I love when that happens right outside the vendor. Let's do this real quick. And then grab the water. Anywhere to cook, sweetheart? Oh, my God. We're swimming in good locale, baby. Hey, well, I thought I shot you in the face, pal. What industry do you work in, if you don't mind the OP sec? No, I used to be a game tester, but then I lost my job because of COVID, because technically my disease is I have a disease called it's AS, ankylosing spondylitis, but it's technically an autoimmune disorder, and I didn't want to risk it. So I was like, I quit, and then, like, I think 2 weeks later, they started doing work for home, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, y'all couldn't have told me you were planning that shit? Maybe too many people quit, and that's why they did it, but I was, like, super pissed. Because I didn't hate my job, and I was moving up the workforce and everything. And obviously working for Microsoft was cool. That's, like, something you want to do since you're a little kid, but, yeah, I was kind of pissed. I was like, I would have worked from home. I would have made it happen, but it was all right. It worked out in the end, you know. My wife was able to get a better job in her career field and everything. But now, since I've had my kid, I'm just a stay-at-home dad, you know. I'm going to have a nice stream, homie. Zatura, you have a good night's sleep or whatever you're up to, buddy. I'll catch you later. If you've never been to Baby K's in Mesa, it's dope-ass Cajun food. I haven't been to Mesa in years, but I used to live there. I went to high school there and everything, so I don't recognize the name, but I'm sure it's delicious. Mesa's great. I wish I could live there now. I think it's a lot easier to live in Mesa than it is in Phoenix, in my opinion. It's like less traffic. If you go out at like 9 p.m., there's no traffic. I miss that shit, dude. In Phoenix, there's traffic all day. You can go out at 2 a.m. and there's cars fucking everywhere because the city is just too big. Oh, did we sell the unknown? No, but we need to sell the painting. What am I doing? Luckily, I remembered. Actually, give me this. We're gonna make another power bar real quick. Get that sorted. All right, this is gonna take a second. We gotta pick up this whole fucking painting. I don't think that's enough, right? It's pretty big. No, it's exactly right. I need to start trusting my gut on these inventory sizes, dude. That, we just made a shit ton of money. I'm sorry I clicked off so fast. You want some booze, baby girl? Why did I do that? I'm gonna sell her some booze, and then we'll see. I think it's, what? Okay, 8,000. You get half of whatever you sell it for, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Okay, yeah, now we're chilling. We got 13 G's. We went from 0 money to 13 G's, baby. That's dungeon for you. Mythological names get used a lot in video games. All of Borderlands is just that. Pandora, Promethea, Elpis, Atlas, Hyperion are all mythological names of some kind. Well, you also got, like Sulfur does a lot of religious names, like Balthazar. You know, like Saint Balthazar. I heard of a Mesa Batman. I'm not heard of that. I'm not heard of that. I don't really stay in the loop of, like, local news anymore, unfortunately. Being a loser like myself. I do remember there's been, like... Wait, what's Mesa Batman? What is that? I'm trying to picture that. Is that like a homeless dude? I know Mesa's had some famous homeless dudes. Like, there was that one dude, I think his name was Dizzy. So, I don't know. Is that something to brag about? I thought Mesa was kind of chill. They've always been pretty decent to the homeless community over there. At least that I've seen. Mjolnir is the armor in Halo. Yeah, and that's Thor's hammer, bro. Oh, man, I miss when Halo was like fucking peak, dude. Hey, buddy. We have so much soda back at home. I almost think we do this again. I almost think we run this back, make another power bar. Honestly, when I'm thinking honestly here, we're going to do it. We haven't gotten any sticks, huh? We have Ralphie just chilling back there. We should break this. Oh, that Gatling guy? Oh, no. You're not big enough. You're too fast to be a Gatling guy. If we get another stick, we might turn around and give Ralphie what she's looking for here. Wow. Dude. We've just been absolutely blessed by quality of life RNG here. Not bad. I think we could get away with the flicker down this alleyway. I think he was a homeless dude, actually a local celebrity. What, the Mesa Batman? That's kind of hype, dude. That's kind of hype. Why was he called Batman? Halo 2 3 on Xbox Live is the best gaming experience I have ever had. It was the year before people were too toxic and public chat was on by default and everyone had headsets. Oh, dude. Halo Reach too, though. Hey, Halo Reach wasn't bad. When I was like real little, I was making like Halo Reach, Halo 3 like montages on YouTube. That's like the first thing I did with my shitty laptop. Another fun fact about Christianity, the inverse cross is actually the symbol of St. Peter who wished to be crucified facing the opposing cardinal direction of Jesus. Damn, dude. That's a baller move. Last thing you do. See, the problem with this is not one-tapping yet. Not even like Moped Boys. And if I had to pick someone to one-tap it, somebody who can get in my face and clear the gap like that fast. Hey, another soda. Just whiffing. Oh, my God. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. What the fuck is that, dude? He shot me as he was stunned. Should not have been able to break the stun, bro. Can we get a fix here, alright? Daddy does not want to get poisoned after winning the fight. And he wasn't a poison blood enemy either. I can go over here and stab him with my stick here a few times. Oh, it's not infinite. I never infantized it, dude. If we don't get another scroll, we really can't be just wasting off ammo like this. I mean, we have the food to do it, and I believe we have the power bars to do it. It's tough, though. Era dropped an A. Oh, how's the shirt collab going? By whatever do you mean, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? You've gone insane. I didn't stab him with the stick, my bad. Are you going to get the pink chest since you have Dunce Cap? Well, there's a pink chest before Lucia. If I missed one, that's my bad. I just didn't see it. Out of respect, actually, all horror movies with it are just following a common misconception. It has no negative connotation that with what Hold on. These guys always do a number on me. With Peter being the doorman of the pearly gates. You know, I think they just did it because it looks bad. Hey, maybe Christianity picked a couple of bad design choices, you know? They're asking for it with that one. It does look like the opposite of Jesus, you know? Just got minus 100% speed on my dart in my run, Lamau. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Wait, why are we critting without ADSing? I just saw a crit there. That was yellow. Uh-oh. Looking a little buggy here. Aha, shirt dropped a hint about it. He did? Aw, shit. I didn't know if I should be dropping hints, but I was mentioning earlier that I was going to do a collab, and I didn't reveal who, but yeah, it is with Shirt. Shirt and I have already filmed it and everything, but we said we want to take a week so that we could finish whatever videos we're working on at the time. But yeah, we already did it, and it was a lot of fun. I'm excited to show everybody. Although it's going to be like a long-ass video for me. This thing's kind of fucking inaccurate, dude. What are we... 3 is spread for what, dude? It's a BMG. Why the fuck is it 3 and out? What are you doing here, Flicker? That's probably why I'm not killing as much as I want to. The bullets are going all over the fucking place. It's going to be a long-ass video, I can tell you that much. What does go bad when turned upside down is a pentagram with the point down instead of standing on 2. Hey, they love their pentagrams, the Satanists, I know that. I think the pentagram looks pretty sick. Oh shit, it's almost 2:30. That's why I want to stream up until the deadline submissions. Yeah, let's run through Castle, and then I'll probably sign off and go close up the submission deadline. So, if you haven't, you should be able to edit your submissions. So do that for sure. And then if you haven't submitted anything, it's probably too late. I don't want to be like, make a case to, you know, wait an hour longer because one person's doing it when we've had a month. So, because then I feel bad for everybody else who's been waiting and shit. So just being honest. But I might forget right away. So you might have extra time. I don't know. I'll try not to forget. But that does sound like me. Double bullet bounce. What are we looking at here? Sure. Why not? I'm still waiting for the sticks. The sticks don't seem to be coming. No sticks. Still no sticks. This shit is all made out of wood. Give me a stick. Give me a stick. Somebody give me a fucking stick. Ooh. I mean, we could ditch some shit in here. We have been. Let's do this. We're making a mess of this goddamn toilet, dude. Yeah, I don't necessarily plan on using that anytime soon. I didn't realize we put this up here. I don't want that. It's not a very good, oil at all. I might use the Gemini relatively soon. Have you seen the multiplayer mod is fully out and they're doing whatever, dude. Archipelago. Fuck me, dude. My brain is fried right now. Archipelago? How do you fucking say that word, dude? I haven't seen that word in years, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean they're doing that? What is that? Submissions for what? That's so dope. Archipelago are so neat, dude. How do you say that word? Let me sound that shit out for me, dude. With exotic barrel. You can call me stupid in the comment, too. I don't give a fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, I want that. I'm gonna fucking Jello for that. We have way too much Jello as is, dude. Archipelago? Is that what it is? I can see the word in my head, and I can say it in my head. Speak of the devil. I think the pentagram is called the Star of Someone, because those shapes are of people, like the Star of David. A hexagram is the Star of David. Pale Will. What's up, Pale Will? Speak of the devil. Archipelago. Archipelago. So, I am saying it right, but the word is dumb. Archipelago. I don't know. Archipelago? Dude, fuck that word. Some words are dumb. And they don't look right. And they don't sound right. And they make me feel stupid. So, that's where we are today. That's fine. I needed to be humbled, dude. I needed it because we're just thriving on this sulfur run. I need to feel like at least a little dumber. That's what's nice about being married to someone who's a college-educated person, dude. She keeps me in check. If I'm ever like, are you sure about that? You're probably wrong about that. And then I look it up and I'm like, so that's what it's like to be smart. You never lose an argument. You know, not that we just argue about stupid shit most of the time. I think the last argument we had was about piss. Because I was like, my piss is crystal clear, baby. I thought, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. It is, apparently, if your piss is always clear. I found the clip of Android 16 defining archipelago right now. That's how you say it, archipelago. That word is dumb. It sounds weird. It doesn't sound right no matter how you say it. To me, that's dumb. I think we need more melee weapons. I want a folding chair. You're not saying it wrong. I think it's more your accent. Damn. Maybe I need to try and just speak in an Australian accent. Right? Surely that will go over well. In gaming, archipelago... Oh, fuck. Most commonly refers to a popular multiplayer randomizer platform and scrambles key items and abilities across different video games so that players have to co-op. Wait, I think I've heard of that. I think there was a streamer who did that. Or he's like, I watched a YouTube video that he did. I'm just going to waste the knife because I forgot it wasn't infinite for a second there. God damn it. Need to make that next one infinite so I don't do that twice. Yeah, I think I saw somebody do that with like 100 different games or some shit. It was like a YouTube video he did. It was like an edit of it. And it was pretty sick. I think that's what you're talking about. Oh, boy. You know what? We should be close near the exit. We're going to take some hits for doing this. But look how much freaking mud cakes we got, dude. I'm just kind of getting annoyed. Wow, another bow staff. Just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. We're not getting any sticks, though. And it's kind of getting frustrating. Because I'm not about to go to caves every time I want a fucking stick, dude. I'm going to break a chair for it. Like a big boy. Like a grown man. I hate how Castle does this. If you don't kill, like, every single dude, the sound goes away. I only notice it here, too. Just looking for a stick. Alright, we're just going to speed run the second part. I always do. Ooh. Ooh, that's fucking gross, dude. Piss off. The Y is better than the pronunciation because that's a collection of islands, and those randomizers are like islands connected but not directly. So, like, someone playing Mario might find a Flicker. Yeah. I watched a YouTube video of that. Somebody did that with, like, the way he did it was, apparently he's done it a bunch of times. I don't remember the name. It was years ago. He gets, like, his community to pick, like, 50 games, and he puts them all together. And so, like what you're saying, some Mario might find a Flicker that gets sent to your Sulfur game, and you can find a Power Star in Sulfur. Yeah. Dude. Wait, somebody added that to Sulfur? They're really cool. You could play separate games and still work together. Wait. Like with Super Metroid and a link to the past times. Wait, so somebody made the mod for that? Because I remember when I saw that, I was like, this is actually really fucking cool. And I remember thinking, Sulfur had been out for a bit, so maybe it wasn't years ago. Well, this sucks. They're a really bad enemy clog here. But I remember thinking somebody should do Sulfur with this goddamn power bar. Slow me up. Stick. I'm only stopping for stick. No sticks. God damn it. But if that is the case, that's fucking sick. I need to check that out. Oh, wait. I keep passing this up and not doing this. Oh, yeah. I want to burn the 13,000, baby. Let's go. All right, we should be fine. Even if there's a couple enemies left over, probably should have stopped for the sticks. We should be fine to finish off this little speed run. We don't need to loot anymore. Free chocolate monkey? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? We don't have the space for it. It's fine. Sulfur Arc whatever logo would be like having to get stamps for the chair dude for unlocks. Because finding things in unlocks are different. Gotta go, guys. Have a good stream, and thanks for the videos. Thanks, very helpful. Well, you have a good time, DMD Design. I hope I'm saying your name right. Did I get that right? DMD Dine. DM dying. Sorry. Oh my God. See, my brain is just fucked today. I don't know what it is. If you spend all day editing, you murder your brain. All right? Don't do it. I don't recommend it. Take a couple hours to play a fucking different game for a little bit, or you're gonna murder your goddamn brain. I promise you. And you won't even be able to pronounce words anymore. You're just gonna look like a fool. Mosquito and helium. Let's see. Collateral. I'm not trying to add more recoil on it. Now, wait. Chain lightning. No, it's Thunderbolt that makes it a railgun. We could do late boom. Late boom is not a bad idea. If we do late boom, we're kind of backing ourselves in the corner of having to do glass cannon because I'm not trying to counteract slow punch. But we're getting here and we still don't have anything on it. So I think we have to. I'm going to do late boom and I'm going to do glass cannon. Because if I did late boom and slow punch, it would be to the point where it would just be too much. It would be too much bullet slowdown. Honestly, I think we could throw Gemini on there and not think too much about it too. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna fucking just send it, I guess. We don't have too much time to think, you know? We got the submission deadline. Now we're doing 190 times 2 with only the minus 30 of flat rate damage from Gemini, which is really good if you consider not having to weigh in any of the percentages with that. It's just a no-brain, great oil, as long as it's not a low flat damage starting gun, if you know what I'm saying. Unless picking something up for the first time, our checks and guns need to be unlocked. I sent the Sulfur Archipelago to your DMs. Chimera and Blackwater builds win. Oh, man. I'm still finishing up the next weapon portfolio, and then I got the thing with shirt, and then we have the gun build battle coming. I don't know. It might not happen. It might not happen. If it does, it'll be sometime after that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We want to reload because she's going to go into her invulnerability state. Reload one more time. We might have fucked this. We don't have the clip size for it. I fucked it up a little bit. You can kill St. Lucia very fast. We'll only have to do one eyeball phase, though, at least. That's good. Okay. And then we'll kill her right here really fast. She's going to try to, like, zoom warp her way out. Let's kill her with the flicker. It needs the levels. If we can. She's going to do some weird shit. No, we can't. We can't. I'm not risking going back into that mode for nothing. Damn. Earth and nature. Not bad. Not bad. Get a little mix of the magics going on here. It's real? What are checks and how does it work? Now I'm curious. What's the weird pink vector? Are you talking about the Songbird? Songbird, baby. I'll go whip out the Songbird real quick. You want to check out my bird? I could drop it in Homie's General. Is it Nexus or is it Thunderstore? Because if it's Nexus, I'm not doing it. But if it's Thunderstore, I'll do it. Like, Nexus is way too complicated. What I need for Nexus is... I have ADHD, so I'm not a good reader. I'm not good at reading. I don't want to sit there and read shit, ever. Unless it's something I'm really interested in. And unfortunately, the inner workings of modding is not something I'm that interested in. But oh yeah, the Songbird. If it's on Thunderstore, they just take care of it for you, you know. But I tried to mod through Nexus, and when I tried it like a year and a half ago, the instructions, the person who wrote them, English was not their first language, and it was super confusing. It just was confusing as fuck, and I just gave up. So yeah, would love to try modding again, but. You know, at the end of the stream, can we get a count of how many submissions there were? Tease for the stream? I guess since we are going to be closing, I could do that. That's fine. But I can't... The thing is, that number could change. If people, like, troll... Like, there's troll submissions or something, that number will have to change. But yeah, this is a Songbird. It's a cute little awesome gun. I love this gun. It's got a gimmick of slowing down the fire rate as you shoot. So you do with that as you will. But if you haven't played around with it, definitely do. Definitely do. I don't know if I necessarily want to invest in more. Yeah, we definitely needed that. We're getting to the harder parts. Oops. But we have so much food, dude. Candy cane OP. Fuck it, dude. We threw a knife on accident. like a fucking dunderhead. Let's see. Do you have a... No, you don't... I don't think she sells knife. I think you have to get them from good old Stiffy Boy. Don't really need to buy ammo now that we saw the box on a run. And he's got one knife. So we're going to hold on to that knife and glitch it out the next time we play. Oh, man, he's got a soapy wool. That's like the best one. But we have not been hurting in... Oh, shit. God, that's going to be so costly. I keep forgetting. Every time we come here, we definitely need to check Kevin. So real quick, let me do that. What do we got? I don't hate heavy oil. I think we just grabbed a judgment. Yeah, it's not a bad counter to that, honestly. Ew. Ew. I'm not fixing my recoil by ruining my damage. Get the fuck out of here, Sulfur. What are you thinking, dude? I'll just ruin my mouse pad. I think the Blackwater is my new favorite. It's so good, dude. It's so good. I saw someone say it looks Chinese made. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're geared up, ready for the next one. Wait, what were you saying? Oh, yeah, submissions. Let me go close that down. That's like the main reason we did the fucking stream. Let me, I almost forgot. This is kind of this is a little messy in here, dude. It's embarrassing. The way you live, man. Should put these away. Can't put them in there. Oh, my God. There we go. Okay. I'm just loading up on scrolls right now. When we don't need money, I'm going to load up on scrolls. I don't know what I want to make with other guns going forward. We should have that on us. I don't know why that's in there. Won't really need a reason to speed run with these guns that we have, so we're going to do that. Should probably grab a couple more sodas. Yeah, I'm trying to think where there's going to be guns that are a lot harder than what we're having to use here. So I'm trying to be smart about this and save that stuff for lesser guns, because these two guns are good. They're good guns! If you ever do Archipelago, I cannot wait for you to learn about the origins of BK mode and those types of randomizers. Again, if it's on Thunderstore, your boy is in. If it's on Nexus, I'm not doing it. Unless somebody makes a fucking video where they explicitly break down... I'm going to do this on the other monitor, obviously. Where they explicitly break down how to install the Nexus mods and stuff for somebody that's dumb like me that would need help doing that. Or can write a really, really concise guide that makes sense. Not saying the guys didn't make sense, but for me, not so much. Okay, so it looks like we're at 31 responses. I'm going to give one last warning. 31 is quite a bit. If I did 10 minutes per build, it's even more than you're thinking. But hopefully some people did videos to make... I'm not saying I want people's to be less than 10 minutes, but it's going to be a long stream. With 31 builds, it's going to be a long stream. There might be a couple we pair up. I don't know. I don't want to do that though. I want to give every gun a fair shake. It's going to be a crazy night. That's going to be a crazy night. That's in 3 days. I'm going to close this submission right now. Last warning. Last warning, guys. Published. Okay. Accepting responses. I'm about to click it off. Wait, let me see. Nobody's yelling at me. I'm going to click it off. It's going to be done. No more responses. And the deadline is finished. The form is accepting responses. All right, guys, that's it for the gun build battle. Now I've got to go make 31 guns in the next 3 days, and I have to have the mods watch the videos. I can't wait, actually. BK mode was christened that when a dude had to wait for his buddies to unlock something so much he went to Burger King, got back, and still had nothing to do. Jesus, dude. Okay, Quad, I just got unknown from you. You don't have access to this link. This link is to a server or channel you don't have access to. I'm going to message him in case he walked away. Just so he knows I cannot open that. Yeah, that could be brutal. Let me see. I'll go on Thunderstore. I haven't checked Thunderstore in a minute. That's my last act before I... go watch a horror movie with my wife since my kid is at... Also, I need to eat. I haven't eaten today. Like, I just haven't eaten yet. Because I'm trying to lose some weight. But, yeah, let me see. Let me see what's on Thunderstore. Like I said, I'm being pretty stubborn with Nexus mods. I know there are people out here that know modding like the back of their hand. And they're probably like, dude, it's not that hard. Just know how to do it, dumbass. But, like, it is hard for me. I don't know why. It's just the first time I tried to do it was so brutal trying to understand what the person was trying to say in the guide. I couldn't figure it out. I just remember them, like, it was so weirdly worded, and then I saw that they said it was their second language, so it made sense. Oh, that's for the Discord server for it. Oh, okay. I wonder if they have a... I mean, I did install mods for GTA 5, so maybe I could be able to do it. Which movie? I don't know yet. You know, whatever it is, I'm going to wish it was Avatar, because I still haven't seen the third Avatar, but that's not a horror movie, and I think, sorry, I'm just, like, setting up for this fucking thing. Do I have to do all this crap? Skip. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Avatar. I think I should be able to watch it with my kid, so he's only 2, but, you know, sometimes he could be sensitive. People have their own Discord, and they are very helpful, at least I heard, so they would probably love to help. Okay, shit. Well, that's good. So I thought it was Nexus or something, but it looks like it's probably like if you ever played GTA 5 RP, you know about 5M and stuff. I've set that up. So if I can do that, I should be able to set this up. I thought it was going to be some Nexus mod shit where I don't fucking understand what I'm reading. And again, that's just my inability to find the time to figure out Nexus mods. But there is some new shit on here. What is Deadeye Instinct? Oh, we just got aim assist. Oops. No forest ambush? What's wrong with the forest ambush, dude? That shit's sick. No ghost scares? I guess it's just for people that don't like it. Respectable. If they heard homie wanted to do it, I feel they would be super happy to cater. Yeah, that sounds sick. I mean, I need to look into the inner workings of it because I've just seen some streams for it. But I know you have to get a lot of people involved. So this sounds like it would take quite a bit of coordination. But I'm going to look into it because it's, from what I saw, it was fucking hype. And like Sulfur's perfect for it because there's already this giant pool of items that like would work from anywhere else. And they're all references to something anyways, right? Like, yeah, no. When I watched the video, I was like, damn, why didn't they do this for Sulfur? It was like a year and a half ago. And they're definitely late. They're definitely late getting it set up. Did you just have one bad experience with Nexus? There's thousands of different people that upload mods. No, I tried for like a week, dude. Like, just kept trying to set it up and couldn't get it right. And it's just, I need to get back in there. I know. I'm waiting for Steam Workshop too, dude. Because Perfect Random have said that they want to do that eventually. You can do them with only 2 people. Ooh, interesting. I mean, something we have to... Oh, shit. You guys just saw the message. Hold on, let me just say. Ending right now. Okay, my wife is asking me about dinner, so I got to go figure this out. But we should talk about this more. We should, next time I stream, let's fucking plan out how we want to do this, right? Because it is really cool. I need to look more into it, not just watch one video and actually understand the workings of it. There's no bottom line. You can play 2 different games by yourself. You can have up to, I don't know how many people... but just 2 or alone works. I would like to do it with a bunch of people, like that YouTube video. That made it seem really fun. People do that too with multiple games. Yeah, no, we need to. That's how I would want to do it. But we'll figure it out. I need to look more into it because I just watched the one video. But anyways, I gotta go eat some. I'm gonna go eat a sandwich. You know, a little PB&J. Keep the afternoon going. Now, thank you everyone who came through, and thank you for everyone who submitted a gun build, and thank you for everyone who watches the VOD. Thank you all you people. Thank you members too. Fucking appreciate you guys, man. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good night, Wrangler. Have a good night, Kyle and Bill Nye, Dog Quad, all y'all people that have been coming through today. Sean, I see you up there. I'm not gonna scroll the way up, but everyone that's come through. Zatura was here earlier. You know what I'm saying. Mr. T-Rex was up in here. Yeah, there's Mr. T-Rex. Good night. Yeah. So, all right, bye guys. I'll catch you soon. 3 days. 3 days, and that stream hits. All right. I did change the time from 4:30 to, I want to say 2:30 or 3. I think it's 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. PT Pacific time. That stream will start. You can find all the other information in the Discord. $225 up for grabs, whoever wins the gun build battle. And that will be voted on by chat. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for hanging with me.